Welcome to Conscious Ground Sound, your online connection to some of the greatest sounds both past and present. I'm Jay Ando, and today I'm starting a series featuring classic albums. There are so many classic albums, but I'm going to start with one obscure group coming out of the Chicago scene in the 1990s. The group is Five Style, the album Miniature Portraits. Five Style is a quartet that runs the gamut from funk, electronic, world, dub, rock, experimental, and Latin. Five Style brings such a blend to the table and original insight on their influences that a new sound and style definitively emerged on their album Miniature Portraits. Miniature Portraits, an instrumental album, was released in September 1999 on Sub Pop Records as the follow-up to their first self-titled album, Five Style, released in 1995. The roster for Five Style is an all-star lineup in the world of Chicago-based indie music. The driving force behind the compositions for this album is the guitarist Billy Dolan, also of the bands Heroic Doses and The Fire Theft. Billy Dolan is an innovative and prodigal guitarist that has started a style and method of playing that has not been seen since in popular music. The talented bassist Leroy Bach played in the studio with Liz Phair and was more notably a member of Wilco. Virtuosic drummer John Herndon is one of the long-standing members for the band Tortoise. The other incredible Tortoise drummer is John McIntyre. Keyboardist Jeremy Jacobson, aka the Lonesome Organist, is a talented multi-instrumentalist with an excellent solo side project. He is also a member of the band Euphone. The opening track, Mythical Numbers, broadsides you with the most blazing guitar riff intro that is reminiscent of the rhythm used in soukous, a genre of dance music which is essentially a Congolese rumba. The sound of this track is brimming with musical excitement and possibility. It's a foreshadowing of the epic album that is about to ensue. The second track, Marmy the Count, is a guitar funk classic that defies tradition with the incorporation of marimba lines which stretch the theme of the song in a beautiful D section that provides a release from the song's overt edginess via warm marimba tones. The third track, Father Time, is a dub reggae theme which features the interplay of marimba, piano, and guitar lines that trail off into the reverb from which they came, in a call and response type fashion. The well-crafted bridge in this song gives it an added dimension that sets Five Style dub apart from, say, a dub like Burning Spear. The fourth track, The Lost Oar, is a melodic masterpiece that features layers of melodies played simultaneously by melodica, guitar, and Hammond organ. It features a Billy Dolan solo of sorts after one of the drum break sections and a soulful Hammond organ run. The fifth track, Here We Go, is an experimental solo guitar drone that evokes some heavy emotions against its stark musical landscape. There are ghastly wind noises and grating metal sounds combined with uncomfortable pauses which add to the tension and underlying melancholy of this track. The sixth track, Pledge Drive, releases the tension with more soukous African-style guitar lines running counterpoint to a brilliant steel drum melody mixed with a calypso beat and a drum machine that adds yet another layer of texture. This track bubbles with exuberant joy and thick rolling bass lines and explodes like a multicultural orgasm of sound. The seventh track, Wrong About You, is another Five Style original that features more counterpoint melodies between marimba and guitar and deep in the cut drum and bass. The bridge features playful trilling guitar lines that conceal the virtuosity that is occurring throughout the piece on all fronts. The eighth track, Hit the Decks, gives us another glimpse into the dub skills of Five Style. This track features Leroy Bach's melodic bass skills that harmonize with the reverb-drenched keyboard. This is some progressive dub rock. There is a probing section to this piece that drives you deeper and deeper into the dub abyss. The ninth track, The Fancy Dance in Jeremy's Pants, is an exciting experimental tango that has hints of salsa piano and an excellent sounding B-section melody that shows that these musicians are writing the standards of the future that will one day be mined from obscurity when this album is found, like a lost musical treasure that has been buried in the mirth of banal popular music. The 10th track, Sailor Girl Sailor, shows that Five Style has no intention of letting up with the intensity and quality of songwriting that started from the very first track on the album. It's a true Five Style original that demonstrates the abundance of creative energy that is swirling at the heart of this band. It's a triumphant melodic jaunt that features all instruments accenting the melody and rhythm simultaneously. The 11th track, Pet the Cow, stretches out with signature funk and riffing between the bass and guitar, like Hendrix and Cox used to do. The track explodes midway and is taken to a whole new level that shows Billy Dolan harmonizing lines with himself. The 12th track, Playful Sounds for Hostile Grounds, is such a great track that has an amazing nostalgic outro that neatly summarizes all the key elements that you heard on the album and lets you know this journey is about to end. But hey, it's been nice rocking your world for the past 40 minutes. This has been a review of Five Style's Miniature Portraits, the first in Conscious Ground Sound Classic Album Series.